Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Ryan George Fair. So I just went, my dad's going over to Margie Rubishow's house. Today is Monday, which means Alicia, my first girlfriend, works today. I went to the store and I bought some alcohol. Today I noticed that Kelly, the violin girl, that I liked, when I was 10 or 11, has an Instagram account. And Brian, who owns the Hoarder House on Jessica's Lane, uses Facebook. Only on one day when I was 14. And then Billy Wesley Fouts doesn't make Chevrolet videos anymore. But Billy Wesley Fouts, I got with him. I started talking to him when I was 16. He became my boyfriend when I was 17. And then, from the time until I was 17 until I was 20, he was my boyfriend. And then I, got diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia sometime when I was 21. And then when I was 21, I met, my friend James Colvin. Who had a sister named Jasmine. His girlfriend was named Jasmine at the time. And then her sister is named Alexis, but they would call her Brandy. And then, like I said, my dad's girlfriend is named Margie Robichaux, and she calls herself Gigi, and her sister is named Jeanette Edwards. They diagnosed me with paranoid schizophrenia when I was 21. And I believed in, a god and a goddess. But lately I'm atheist, even though these 23 people are real. And then, like I said, my first best friend was a boy named Victor that had black hair and freckles on his face. I only do things with males when I can't find love with females. I have a rabbit and a turtle. This is my rabbit. Her name is Midnight. She's a girl. Midnight. I had a black and white cat named Ace. But now I have a black rabbit. That's my therapy rabbit. And then, like I said, sometime I'm 30, and sometime when I was 28 is when Alex wanted to put things about me on Ryan George for a ripoff report. Chevrolet was just my life when I was 17. Until I was 20. Because my dad didn't buy me a car or let friends come over. Like my alternative school friends, I saw my friends. Like my friend Brandon Drexler in school. And because of my schizophrenia, I wasn't driving. But now I drive, to the store or things like that. Or I go to McDonald's, or Taco Bell and eat lunch. I had frogs as pets that I loved. And then, like I said, there was a boy that I befriended named Jared. That looked like Billy Wesley Fouts sometime when I was 25. And even though I'm 7, almost 8 down there, I couldn't make a girlfriend. And I would watch Alex sleep with girls. And then my first girlfriend, Alicia, cheated on me and I only fingered her. And then my second girlfriend, Brooke Dirks, I fingered her, ate her out, and she gave me a blowjob. My third girlfriend, Tanya, died 4 or 5 years ago. My fourth one died at my request. When I sent her one, 8 months ago. And then my fifth girlfriend, Sabrina LaRochelle, is my friend on my one Ryan George Fair Facebook. And then, like I said, after I broke up with Billy Wesley Fouts, who was the Shirley Zone, I did things with a boy named Kelly J. Caldwell that has a YouTube channel only on one day. And then, I had my first threesome when I was 21. And I did like 22 of them, and then I did 30 with Alex, who stole my Xbox, 8 months ago. And then, like I said, my family is evil because my dad never showed me how to pay bills. He just went to the disability office and qualified my disability. And asked for $500 for rent. And marijuana was just something I did from the time until I was 22. Until I was 28. But I don't smoke marijuana anymore, I just drink even though it's a depressant. And then 10 months ago, I had a girlfriend with black hair. And it's always boring here, I just listen to music. And like I said, I used to talk to a boy named Chris Whitehouse. It was Billy Wesley Fouts' friend, another boy named Reese. That is my friend on one of my Ryan George Fair Facebooks. Who is Billy Wesley Fouts' friend. And then, like I said, Margie Robichaux, who calls herself Gigi with a sister named Jeanette, my dad just went to her house. And then, I don't talk to Jared anymore because he was rude to me. And then, like I said, there was a boy, his name was Joe, that worked at my ShopRite job. And I used to hang out with him and James. And then, like I said, I listen to Christian music, even though I'm an atheist, and I listen to Jewish music. I've never sat down and read the Quran, but I plan to. For a long time, I read Wiccan books, because I was Wiccan. I was an extreme Wiccan person, but witchcraft is something I don't do anymore. I listen to Christian and Jewish music, even though I believe in nothing. But for a long time, I was an extreme, Wiccan person. There are days where I'm an atheist, and then I switch to being religious. Because of these 23 people that are always real, and 33 of them don't like me. Where's the turtle? There it is. I think the turtle is a girl. Say hi, Shelby. put you on the board because you can't go up on the bed with midnight. And like I said, when I was 17, or 16, my dad didn't buy me a car. And then, like I said, when I turned 26 or 27, I had bleeding issues in my behind. But I broke up with Billy Wesley Phelps when I was 21. And Kelly J. Caldwell and I didn't do things like that, and Billy Wesley Phelps never did me like that. But the only boy that ever did me like that was Brian in the Order House when I was 14 or 15. But that wouldn't cause me to bleed when I'm 21 or 22. And then, like I said, my girlfriend with black hair left me to be with Caleb. Or wanted to be with Caleb, even though he's a rapist and he tried to rape the Jasmine and Brandy Shirley people coincidence girl. And then, like I said, I have an anxiety disorder, which I got when I was young. And I shower a lot during the day, which I feel is a sexual trauma thing. Because with Billy Wesley Phelps, I would always think of Lee Sherbrooke and never look at him. And I take a lot of showers during the day. And I wear clothes with long sleeves during the winter time. And then, like I say, Brooke Dirks, my second girlfriend, is a schizophrenic self-harmer that was gang raped. And then, Alex would sleep with girls. And then sometime when I was 26 or 27, I was in a witchcraft cult where knives were held to my neck by Jeffrey McGaney. Which makes me think of Jeffrey Lynn Star. But Jeffrey is like the straight Jeffree Star, and he was an extreme Wiccan person that forced me to memorize intense witchcraft. And then, like I said, there's a boy that's name is John Powell. That makes me think of John Hawk, the guy that raped a girl on Stickdown. It's just John Powell has brownish blonde hair and John Hawk has black hair and things like that. And then, like I said, I don't play with weapons. I just believe in a goddess that follows me around all the time with weapons because of these 23 people. And I feared being the victim of some kind of hate crime because I know that Marjorie Brubaker doesn't like me. And I always was sick of rip-off report exploitation. When I taught my friends that for the time until I was, 16 until I was 20, I was with Billy Wesley Phelps. And that I didn't have much of a life. And then when I finally had a life with Alex and Courtney, who stole my Xbox, and Jeff McGaney and his girlfriend Maria that lived up the street, and Jeff is the coincidence person. And then, like I said, you can look on Maryland Judiciary case search, and James Cullen lied about being in some kind of music video. He showed me some kind of black person's Facebook or YouTube, and he's not in it, so he lied. And then, like I said, his girlfriend is named Jasmine, and her sister is named Alexis, but they would call her Brandy. I don't know whether they did that because I taught them about the Jasmine and Brandy prank call. But Jasmine's name is still Jasmine and things like that. And then, like I said, Jared makes me think of Billy Wesley Phelps. And then, like I said, I looked on Bailey Connor's Facebook that worked with me at my shop, right? And then Brooke Dirks isn't on her friends list. And then, like I said, there was a boy that went to my alternative school whose name was Dan Reichley. And I'll link the Dan Reichley Instagram and Facebook, and then, like I said, the Damon Winning artist that makes music are two different people that live in different states, but they're not related. And then, like I said, I smoke tobacco because I have depression, which I got diagnosed with sometime. And even if I take vitamins or things like that, I'm always depressed. I find that alcohol helps with my depression, even though it's a depressant. But it makes my paranoid schizophrenia voices go away. My voices will say things like, "We hate you," and "Nobody loves you," and "Nobody cares about you," and things like that. And see, even though Billy Wesley Fouch was my boyfriend, he never let me talk to Jeffree Star or Brendan Rodgers because he would talk crap about them. When he was my boyfriend, he would talk about Brandon Rodgers and talk crap about him. He would talk crap about Brandon Rodgers, and things like that, and make fun of him because he stuck his pants down and things like that in his butt in a video, and Billy Wesley Fouts made fun of him for that. And then, like I said, he didn't like Sharquando, who was Moo Cow on YouTube, and then he didn't like Skankisha, who was Skankisha and Shirley videos. Billy Wesley Fouts would talk about him and make fun of him. And then, like I said, with Billy Wesley Fouts, anytime we did things, I would think of Alicia or Brooke Jerks. And Billy Wesley Fouts doesn't make videos anymore on his Shirley channel. And then, like I said, the Jared People Coincidence Boy is real. And then, Margie Rubisha, who calls herself GJ with a sister named Jeanette, was mentioned today. And then, like I said, Billy Wesley Fouts talked to a girl named Carrie, Lynn Pierce, who was an anti-Westboro Baptist Church person. And then there was this girl that dated this guy named Blake, and his girlfriend was named Carrie Lindsay and things like that. So Carrie Lynn Pierce and Carrie Lindsay are people coincidence, people even have schizophrenia. I don't know. See, I told my dad that these 23 people are real, and I couldn't tell if any of them liked me. And then, like I said, who was another coincidence person? There's John Powell and John Hawk. There is and then, like I said, I had two friends named Ryan die these past 4 years. One was black and one was white. And like I said, my dad fed into my psychosis because he wasn't giving me my disability money. He wouldn't take me to the doctors when I had bleeding issues. And he's just evil. And he didn't buy me a car. And he would always stay here whenever I had a new girlfriend. And like I said, once every 3 weeks, there are like 2 or 3 new tweets where people want to know what happened to Shirley. And Ryan George Fair at 902 be Jessica Slain, who is not the blue with black hair. And green eyes on the ripoff report. It's me. Has all those answers. And if you want answers, it's too bad. And then, like I said, every now and then I talk to Kelly J. Caldo, only on one day. And I don't talk to Jeff McGain anymore. Because if I were to go over to his house, he would hold knives to my neck. And then, like I said, James is a pathological liar. And then this boy named Sam was a pathological liar. And like I said, I like to listen to ICP because that's what Alex and Courtney listen to. And then Alex stole my Xbox when I was 27 and wanted to put things about me on Ryan George Fair Revolver Bird. And then my black friend, who was the Ryan Cherry site, died. 2 or 3 years ago. And then before him, my other friend named Ryan died. And then, like I said, my aunt, Debbie, and Uncle Dave's birthdays are one day apart. And my cousin is named Stacy. And my other cousin is named Amy. I'm making coffee. And then, like I said, where I live is private property. It's illegal to come to 902 B Jessica's Lane property in Bel Air, Maryland. Unless you're a resident or you know people that reside in Brentwood Park in Maryland. And in 2020, I didn't have many good friends. And I felt like James wasn't a good friend. At midnight. And then, like I said, I didn't talk to Dan Craigly or Victor anymore. Or my friends Jamie Wheatley or Brad Conley or things like that. I think Brad unfriended me. And on my Ryan Fair Facebook, I have 4,000 friends. And Marjorie wrote down that the FBI was after me and wanted to know what I look like because she's been stalking me ever since I was 15 or 16 years old. And always wanted to know what I looked like, so I went out and bought a camera and posted her rip-off reports. Because Marjorie is a schizophrenic that lives in her own fantasy world. That thinks that just because she writes down on a slander page that she has lawyers and FBI agents, that she can have people put in jail if they talk crap about her online. And she got her Encyclopedia Dramatica article removed. However, I was there talking to her when she wanted help getting her Encyclopedia Dramatica article removed. However, the rip-off report she made about me and her friend's YouTube that she made about me is always going to be out there. And like I said on my Ryan Fair Facebook, I have 4,000 friends. And I had a girlfriend with black hair 9 months ago. And sometime when I was 7 or 8, I found a gay porno in my dad George Fair's room. And because I did things with Brian, who owns the Order House, only on one day, when I was 15 or 16, I had Billy Wesley Phelps as my boyfriend from the time until I was 17 until I was 20. My dad George would make fun of me, and he makes fun of me about it even today. And like I said, he never made fun of me because of Kelly J. Caudill, but he would make fun of me because of Brian and Billy Wesley Phelps. And Jeff would say, fuck your family, which is why there are evil people out there, which is why there are people out there that want to hurt my family because they're evil people. And like I said, my niece Abria followed me on Instagram the other night, and I unfriended my brother Zachary. And my stepdad Tony Mitchell Willie locked me in closets when I was 12 or 13. Actually, when I was 8 or 9. And they would put me in corners and lock me in closets. And my stepniece bit me and they punished me for it. And then, like I said, Levi Carver would leave me supportive comments on my YouTube, even though people sat there and disliked my videos. Even though I tried to be very straightforward and honest and just say that I don't like Billy Wesley Phelps because he made status updates about me that were negative. And I don't like him because Alex made fun of me for it. My dad George made fun of me for it. And then, like I said, Creepy Ryan has a girlfriend. And 9 months ago, I had a girlfriend. And then, like I said, there was this girl that looked like Norna in my one Brian Fair Facebook inbox, but it wasn't Norna. And then, like I said, Manuel added me on Facebook on Ryan Logan Winning because he wanted information about Sherolade. And he asked me if I was a schizophrenic. And then Skankisha added me. It was in Sherolade videos. And then, like I said, Carrie Lanier told me to delete my YouTube. But I really don't care because at any point, day or night, I can appear on Ryan George for a rip-off report when I have shitty friends from my alternative school. Like Alex, who wasn't in my alternative school that I met, who stole from me. James was a shitty friend because he's a pathological liar. And like I said, Kelly J. Caudill only on one day was because I was sad. Because I couldn't find love with females. And Billy Wesley Phelps was because
My buddy Love dad, George Fair, didn't buy me a car. And Buddy Love is the name of the gay porno I found in my dad, George Fair's room when I was 8 or 9. And my first girlfriend, Alicia, I only fingered her. She did not perform oral sex on me. And her name is Alicia Mickley, and you can look her up on Maryland Judiciary Case Search. And then, like I said, Alicia cheated on me with a boy named Austin. And she told her black friend Bria she was happy she cheated on me. And like I said, Brian, who owns the Order House on Jessica's Lane, uses Facebook. Billy Wesley Fouts. I think that's Wonder Bread. It could be somebody else, I don't know, but I have a feeling that it's Billy Wesley Fouts. Not that it matters, because Billy Wesley Fouts messaged me and Ryan Logan Winning sometime about 2 years ago and said, why did you upload that when I just don't like him as my ex-boyfriend? Because he made status updates about me that were negative. He was creepy and obsessed with me. I always thought of Alicia or Brooke Dirks on Ryan George for a Revolver Report and never stared at him because he's a dude. Anytime we did things, which is why I type things about me not being gay on Ryan George for a Revolver Report. And then, like I said, when I turned 20 or 21, I hope to be able to just walk away from it. But then Marjorie, my stalker, ever since I was 16 or 17, who is the new YouTube channel that has opened up with her friend dedicated to hating me, made Ryan George for a Revolver Report about me. And like I said, Alex wanted to put things about me on Revolver Report. When I was 28, and I only did things with Brian, who owns the Hoarder House, because Kelly the violin girl didn't like me, and I wanted to have love, so I did things with Brian, who owns the Hoarder House, only on one day when I was 14, because Kelly didn't like me, and Cindy, the girl in Falston High that I asked out. And then, like I said, after Kelly and Cindy, I went to Falston High. And then when I was 16, I talked to Billy Wesley Fouts, and he was my boyfriend. With him, I would always think of Alicia or Brooke Dirks. And then, like I said, Shelby, that has a Twitter, photoshopped the Shelby and Brian a match made in hell picture sometime when I was, 16 or 17. And then, like I said, 9 months ago, I had a girlfriend with black hair. And like I said, I never talked to Joe Star. Instead, I dealt with Levi Carver and BHH disliking my videos. Even though Levi Carver would leave me friendly comments and talk to me on Facebook and say he can have Billy Wesley Fouts put in jail when he can't do shit because he's just a faggot that lives in another state with no power to do anything, and his friends are not cops. Not that I would want to have Billy Wesley Fouts put in jail, because it's not his fault that Revolver Report was made, and Billy Wesley Fouts didn't do anything except for make prank call videos on YouTube, harass Norna, and harass other people online like Forever Kaylin. But in America, you are free to troll people, and I feel that trolling is wrong, which is why I try to leave friendly comments on Christian YouTube people's videos. And I have my black rabbit, and I don't watch violent videos. I like to watch videos about cats and rabbits and dogs. And like I said, Alex stole my Xbox when I was 28. And I met Alex through James, who is a pathological liar boy, whose YouTube is James Colvin. He has tattoo videos. Who said he would hook me up with a girlfriend, and he never did. And I was sick of rip-off report exploitation, and I knew people would dislike my videos, because when Billy Wesley Fouts made status updates about me slandering my name, people in BHH liked them. And after I broke up with Billy Wesley Fouts, I took hot showers a lot. And like I said, Alicia cheated on me. And Sabrina LaRochelle is my friend on my One Ryan Fair Facebook, who is trying to get disability for blood clots. And they qualified my disability in 4 weeks because of these 23 people that are always real, and 33 of them that don't like me that are real at any given time. Like Jared, like Margie Robichaux, who calls herself Gigi with a sister named Jeanette that was mentioned today. Like Brooke Dirks and Billy Connor, like the Dan Reichley boy that went to my alternative school and the Damon Winning artist. Like James Michael Glenn Colvin and my friend Carl James Himes, who is black. And then like I said, my black friend died from the coronavirus, who is the Ryan Cherry site. And Billy Wesley Fouts made videos for Ardelay torturing frogs, and I didn't learn about his frog torture videos until after I got with him. And because I have paranoid schizophrenia, I looked at them like they were pretend or not real, but I never thought they were funny because I have a black rabbit that I love, and I asked for a therapy rabbit when I got diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic when I was 21, and I asked for frogs as pets, and I have a black cat, a turtle that I love, that I feed during the day, and a black rabbit. And like I said, I used to watch Lady Jane, who is Chase Athy on YouTube with Billy Wesley Phelps. And Robert Thorson and King UFO Kid with him. And like I said, my girlfriend with black hair that I was with 10 months ago. Me and my friend with black hair named Austin did a threesome on her. And Jeff McGaney would hold knives to my neck, which is illegal. And then like I said, Brian Glass had a girlfriend. Alright, this is going on 39 minutes and almost 30 seconds. I'm going to upload this. Much love and peace to everybody from Ryan George Fair.